Hello, everybody. This is Mike, also known as Win 5 Get 1 Free. And you have come back from our 4-week hiatus. A very unfortunate, very long 4-week hiatus on Projekt Severovo. Now, as a recap for what happened last week. So anyway.
That about sums it.
Fantastic. Way to go.
So,
good job.
Yeah. Sorry, I should have put a jump scare warning. Hopefully my mic didn't peak too bad. I tried to avoid pointing my face towards it. So, last week we ended the session with Father Boro Praskevich bleeding from the chest, slumping into your doorway, screaming that it's not safe with a limp arm.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yep. So, you guys see Alvanad. He falls against Alvanad. Sorry. I don't know why I just ate a fucking frozen grape. Okay. Professional time. He falls against Alvanad, who is, like, clearly not ready for this. Alvanad gets knocked to the ground. Father Praskevich gets knocked to the ground. You hear the wind howling and kicking up louder than it has been. Up until recently. Almost like, you know, whenever it's almost like the wind is screaming, right? Like whenever wind goes through weird metal shapes, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's that kind of sound. Praskevich is on the ground. He is like leaking, definitely. Like there's a pool getting onto like the dirt floor in your house.
God, we just swept the dirt floor.
I think you mean tilled the dirt floor to put the old blood into the dirt.
Yeah, and then reflatten it by stamping it for several hours.
I need to till the floors.
Okay. Anatoly,
First
you
things
begin to patch him up. you flip him over. First thing you notice, yeah, okay. The blood seems to not be coming from any wound, but seeping through a specific spot in the skin, and it's seeping through his chest scar that he got from Bloody Sunday.
Can I?
The hold on, one more thing. The other thing you notice is that he is currently having a stroke.
Oh. I was gonna say
James,
if I could spot
no,
hidden and do some weird shit, but yeah, no. Stroke time, bad time.
Well, does first aid, am I able to help him with that at all, or
What is the appropriate skill for strokes? Library use?
knowing?
Library. First aid will get you enough to get like the basic like do's and don'ts of a stroke, but you know if you want to like treat him, he's gonna need proper medical care.
I mean, it's a
Someone
1 in
needs to go get the
100
doctor.
shot, but we could do a medicine roll.
Someone needs to go get the doctor.
Mm-hmm. So do you send someone to go get the doctor?
I said it out loud.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go get the doctor.
Okay. Avanad unslings his rifle and starts pointing it out the window, just like, I don't know what's going on, but I don't like this.
It's not a creature wound, it's a reopening of old wounds. Although, not in the way I've seen before. Is he conscious at all?
He is, and he's like muttering something.
Hey. Father, what happened?
The lines and the way they found the there's like he's like almost completely incoherent.
You're making no sense, please. Shit. Anyone have... Shit, we don't have Adderall, but amphetamines might work, right?
Anyone have amphetamines?
I don't think is that a good thing to give someone who's having a stroke?
Fuck if I know.
Here, have
We're
some
about to-
speed, Grandpa.
Hold on.
Well, a stroke is let's see, a blockage in the brain.
I thought
yeah,
that was an
not-
aneurysm.
Oh, you're right. Fuck.
I
No,
think a stroke is like
because it's not a heart attack. Or
yeah, it's clots. Yeah,
yeah.
you're right. You're right.
Okay, because that, yeah. And so technically, if we give him a blood thinner, it should help counteract that. Amphetamines are a blood thinner, right?
But they are also they do cause hypertension, which is bad for clots. So you're probably just gonna get him high and in the same situation he's currently in. They cancel each other out.
Just hurry up and get the doctor who actually knows what the fuck he's doing.
Okay. So you run to get the doctor, Olseg. As you're kind of running to get the doctor, you get to the area. You open the door to the doctor's office, and you see in that shitty little area he has set up, you see something kind of interesting. You see Dimitrije. You see of course Petra Babsik, or Babsich, who is the doctor. And you see Vedran Vitalik.
Petrov Pepsi, got it.
Yes. And you see Vedran Vitalik, the black marketeer. And they're all in the same room, and they seem very surprised that you have opened the door.
Oh, he's more than opened the door. He's done that dramatic soap opera throw the door open, standing in the threshold. It's like, Doctor,
Yeah.
you must come immediately. The father is having a stroke.
Yeah. The doctor seems to hesitate for a second, and then Vedran nods at him, and he grabs his bag and like starts taking a brisk walk and says, all right, show me where he is.
Come, quickly. And,
Yeah.
like, I'm not waiting. I'm going at a quick pace and hoping he keeps up.
He keeps up. Yeah.
We're double timing.
Yeah. He gets so while he's gone, Anatoly, you're listening to Father Boro, and you hear him say one phrase over and over. And it is the ousting of the blood. The ousting of the blood, the ousting of the blood. Like he's like repeating it, just like the ousting of the blood, the ousting of the blood, like that sort of thing. And he starts to shake violently.
Ah, shit. He needs to hurry the fuck up.
Yeah.
Scheisse. Spy!
I said shit.
But yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to write this down. What the hell did he say again?
The ousting of the blood.
Okay, I was going to put down the feasting of the blood.
No.
So,
Not
yeah.
quite that.
Ousting of the blood.
Yeah. And he's like shaking violently, right? And you notice something. His chest wound, which just seems to have blood seeping out of the pores, slowly starts to open in a single line pulling from the center.
Ugh. What the fuck?
And you see a musket ball rise out of the wound. You see his heart with a slight indent on it pumping. And then the wound closes itself, and a drop of blood sustains between the musket ball and the chest wound. Make me a sanity check, everyone in that building.
That's not gonna go well.
He's got a gun. He is a gun.
Holy crap, Anatoly. We need to start... Alright, every night we need to start remembering to get sanity back, because otherwise it's going to just be a matter of time till we're all insane.
Oof. Alright.
Yeah, we just need other boy.
What was my insanity again? My kink?
You are now a masochist.
Okay, thank you.
You like being spanked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably looking at this, and yeah, that probably feeds into the... Man, it's not my pain, but...
Huh.
Mm.
Huh. He looks like he's got that good pain right now.
Probably reach out and grab the musket ball if you can.
You touch the musket ball with your finger, and it shocks you.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Krikov, I need you to make a sanity check.
Krikov! Gabriel!
Gary, come home!
By the way, if you're talking to us, you're muted.
Check your
Check
chart.
that chart, boy.
My chart has been thoroughly checked.
Oh, good.
Oh. Hello, how are you doing, son?
Good. But yeah, I need you to make a sanity check real quick.
My sanity is checking. Let's see. Is that the button? Yes, that is the button.
Remember to not be on edit mode. Okay, nice. Alright.
We succeed.
So, Avanad pukes out the window. He has enough sanity to realize if I puke inside, it's just gonna smell like puke. But yeah, it's about this time. The door is open. And like that, all of it comes back together. The wound seals and stops bleeding. As Petra walks in and Olzeg comes in.
Old Olseg.
Yeah.
Duff.
Go ahead.
Hurry, doctor, quickly.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Petra immediately goes over and says, "Oh, it appears he's having a stroke."
Did he
and
not
start-
listen to you, James?
Well, I mean, yeah. he
I'll be
takes
the judge of that. Oh, he is having a
Right.
stroke. Okay.
he takes a like a needle out of his bag, a syringe, and fills it from a vial, and like slams it right into his heart, like pretty much right where the wound was. You notice, squeezes it in, and from violently shaking, he like stops. He's like his sweat starts to thin. There's blood everywhere, but no sign of a wound. And he's like, "What is the sign of this? What is all of this?"
So he just got Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wish I had an explanation that made sense, but it just started seeping out of that wound of his.
He looks and kind of wipes away some of the blood with a cloth. And there is no sign that it was bleeding. It just looks like old scar tissue.
Oh, sure.
I mean, like, what did you expect? But yeah.
Pretty much.
Mhm.
Because this game is out to make us all look like liars.
Mhm.
Could I do a spot hidden to see if the doctor's acting strange, considering he like didn't want to come immediately and had to be like nodded over by that one guy?
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know. Something's rotten in the Kingdom of Denmark, and we're not even in Denmark.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Might as fucking well be.
He seems to be acting completely normal right now, but he was acting very strange when you first burst in. Like very anxious and like froze. You know what I mean?
Took you guys so long? We almost lost him.
Speaking of, doctor, was something the matter back in the clinic?
He looks and says, "No, nothing was the matter. Why do you ask?"
Well, I've been around enough men who have been in the grips of fear to know when someone's anxiety is rankling.
He looks at you and says, "You just startled me is all. Kick the door in. What do you expect?"
Yeah, I was like, nods. He's gonna let it go for now.
I kind of want to steal from his bag, but you gave me masochism, not kleptomania.
Yeah. So you
Hey, we are in
He's
a video game. Depending on the video game, you could just steal from fucking everybody. Just walk into their house and steal all their shit, and they'll be like, "Oh,
You mean in
hero."
break their pots and steal their rupees?
Yeah. But yeah, he's taking a look, giving the father a once over. He says, "Oh, well, that is interesting. When did this happen?" And he kind of looks at you guys, pointing at his arm.
Well,
What? What's he pointing at?
He kind of like touches the cloth on the arm, and it's at this point you realize the jacket's kind of stuck to like his inner arm. He says, "I think that there is something wrong here. One of you hand me my my surgical scissors."
okay.
Oh
fuck.
He
You
notices
stab him
you
with the
trying to put-
scissors.
Yeah, he notices you trying to put scissors in your pocket and goes, "Hey,
Oh, yeah. Maybe he was trying. Maybe he. Maybe Anatoly was actually trying to put something else in his pocket
hmm."
because he asked for scissors, but had a brain fart and ended up trying to put scissors in his pocket.
Yeah, and he's like,
Sorry. Here.
"Don't walk off with my shit," and like, kind of like gives you a glare as he like grabs the scissors, and then immediately diligently turns back to the father.
Walk.
He starts to cut away at the father's thick woolen jacket, until he peels away at the jacket, and you can't tell where the jacket begins and the skin of his like armpit and shoulder end. But as he peels it away, you see exposed ivory colored bone. Um,
Oh, Todd, you
And-
forgot to turn off clipping again.
and it immediately becomes clear why his arm was slumped and unusable, because this entire part of the shoulder does not have skin nor muscle, just bone and vein, and it reconnects right about here.
The fucking hell.
Yeah. Yeah, and he looks at it and says, I have never seen anything like this before.
Speak for the rest of us, I guess.
Yeah, he says, I don't even know where to begin to treat this.
I've, in all my years, never seen anything like this.
And he looks at you guys and he says, I think the arm needs to come off.
Not
if
kinda
here.
like-
you say so.
Yeah. He says, of course not here. This place is filthy. We need to go back to my clinic.
It was okay until he came. Sorry, it's not time to be arguing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it was fucking okay until he came in here and started bleeding all over the fucking floor.
Well, for one, he has tile floors instead of a dirt floor, so that's like a big up on his part.
Yeah, I mean, we've all played RimWorld.
Yeah,
You gotta have
yeah.
those tile floors, or else you're gonna get infections.
Exactly. But yeah, so he basically asked you guys like, "Hey, can you help me like get him to the fucking my
Yeah.
hospital?"
Yeah, I think I can help.
Yeah.
Oh, would you allow Anatoly to come along?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but I'm probably not gonna
Wolf
let you
thing?
help him carry him because you've been acting like a fucking crazy man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mister
I'll
hasn't
help
failed a
carry
sanity roll yet.
I'll help. I'll help carry
Hey.
him.
Get dabbed on.
Fine, Kryakov, you go do that. Anatoly will stay here and have fun. Without you. With Avanad.
He'll have fun with the dirt.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want Avanad to stay, he'll fucking stay. I mean, you know Avanad, he's down for literally whatever.
Yeah, that's
Avanad,
actually
I
probably...
think we should stay here and watch our shit, eh?
Avanad kind of grimly looks and says, "Alright, I'll shoot anyone who walks in."
Try not to shoot us when we return, eh?
Yeah,
He,
you keep giving me the crazy eye. We might just do that.
Yeah, he cracks a very weak smile and says, don't worry. My shot isn't aimed at your chest. Maybe your leg if I'm skittish." Just as like
Mine
a
is
joke.
aimed at your balls, though, Avan. Olzeg.
I will pretend I didn't hear that insubordination. Now hurry, let us try and save this man's life. Giving Anatoly
Yeah.
just this brief look that's kind of like, what the fuck, man, you weirdo.
So yeah,
You're stuck with me whether you like it or not, asshole.
you guys start to head back, and you get to the somewhat filthy area. You get there, and there is no one there anymore. So Dimitri and Vedran are not there. You guys hoist him onto the table. And as you do so, like, the doctor starts, like, getting him filled with anesthetics and, like, starts, like, being like, one of you has to be my nurse. I need a nurse.
Kryukov works with explosives. I think he knows how to handle delicate instruments.
Yes.
Does anyone ever? Oh my god! Fucking sledgehammer for a scalpel.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he's probably slightly better at this than me.
No, he's probably what's his face from Team Fortress 2.
Oh, the medic
The
from Team
medic.
Fortress 2? Hmm.
Kill me later.
Yeah. So you start like getting stuff ready, and as everyone's kind of getting into position to help wherever they can or to sit back, Olze, you actually notice that there is a letter on the table, and it's marked for you, and it's from Moscow.
Weird, but
Uh-huh.
okay.
Oh, now who's crazy?
Can I roll law to see if this is a letter?
Yeah, go for it.
Damn. Maybe I should have tried that 1%.
Okay. So yes, this looks to have all of the proper markings. Do you open it and read it?
No, I burn it. Yeah, I open it and read it.
I have DM'd you what the letter says.
Would I know what that means?
You have no clue.
Huh.
You don't know what the first sentence means in the slightest.
I'm also wondering how Mail got here.
Vedran was here, as was Dimitri. Those are the two people associated with Mail.
Yeah, but it just seems strange considering the whole fog thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the last time we got a message from Moscow was through a telegraph, wasn't it?
No, it was also a physical letter. As was your commendation with badge.
Okay, that's definitely sus.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna burn the letter. He's gonna find
some
place that he can burn it.
So you just walk out of the room and burn the letter?
He reads it for a moment. He's like, "I will leave you two to this. I do not want to crowd."
Okay. Yeah. You step out. You easily find a place where you can burn the letter. Yeah. It burns like any other letter. As for those in the operating room, for those of you who have seen an amputation, this is a fairly standard amputation procedure. Aside from the fact that there's not a lot of skin to go through. So yeah, he just hacks through the bone and then patches a plaster on it, wraps the wound.
This baby right here says in the catalog it says it can cut through a femur in 32 seconds. Bet I can cut that time in half.
Yeah. God, we have so many Atlantis references in this game.
Well, fuck yeah.
We should try Sunday because we're actually in Atlantis.
That is true.
Yeah. So, you guys, his arm gets lopped off. Takes about an hour altogether. Yeah. At this point, Petra sits down in his chair, wipes his forehead. He's finished washing his hands already. And he just says, Okay, I think I can take the patient from here.
Check your chart, crew cuff.
Just always assume your chart has not been checked, Kryukov.
Yeah, I am checking the chart. It is being thoroughly checked as we speak, and all seems good right now.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys are just sitting in a clinic with Father Boro,
On the
missing an
table.
arm,
Well,
and you just saw some freaky shit.
I mean,
all
is it time to? We're amputating that bitch, right?
It's been amputated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, your nurse role is much more of a give me this tool. Okay, now hold this thing. Okay, now hold this thing. Like he makes it as simple as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, there's not a lot for you to do too because where he's cutting it off, it is literally just bone and like veins. So
Yeah, so it's probably mostly, hey, here's this hacksaw. Can you hand it to me?
yeah,
All right.
yeah. Or like, hey, I need you to put some extra pressure on my elbow as I go through this a particularly hard joint in the shoulder.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm. Hey, hold his arm real quick. It's not going to be attached for long, so it's not that big a burden.
And once it's done, you get to go to his house and use it to wave to his wife through the window.
Father Boro having a wife.
That's
All the
Um,
fun you can have with severed limbs.
Yeah. No, and yeah, like maybe it crosses your mind at one point the strangeness of at one point I was holding a person and now I'm only holding an arm. That distinction's weird. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah. So he sat down in his chair and he says I think that I can take the patient from here.
Thank you for your help, Doctor. We will be going now.
Nods and says, understood. If you want to check up on him, he will probably be getting bed rest for the next week, maybe week and a half.
Yeah, I was like, no, it seems a little absent-minded, maybe distant.
Yeah.
But motions for Krykov and him to go back to our common place.
Yeah.
Before they get back, I would like to have a talk with
Oh, so
Avanad.
you didn't go. Okay, cool. Okay. So yeah, Anatoly, while they're doing that, yeah, Avanad is just kind of like sitting in the corner with his rifle kind of slung, you know.
So, I suppose, well, we're comrades, yes? We tell each other everything.
He nods and says, yes, that's something I would consider. I mean,
It's what we agreed,
comrades.
yes?
Yes, comrades are the most important thing out here right now.
So, have you been having memories that are not what everyone else is having? Because that is happening for us.
He says, what kind of memories?
Well, I'm trying to remember what he completely forgot about.
When like time froze and then he got put in the truck and then he was like, "Hey, what the fuck? We're back in the truck." And then he
That's right.
was like, "I think I'm going to sleep now." And then went to sleep and has no recollection of any of it.
So basically, you're asking the NPC if he's an NPC.
Mike did a good job of guilting me last time. No, yeah, you see that look. Smug
Big
bastard.
smile.
Big smug bastard.
Yeah.
Well,
Smug,
memories
beautiful
that
bastard.
Olzeg and Kryakov and I share of Well, back in those two ladies' house. Well,
Shit was crazy. They were screaming, and someone's
and
there was head that turned into sand.
well, dear, we have a memory of being transported back to. Do you remember how we arrived here in the truck?
Yes, with the things that ambushed us.
Da, we remember being back there again. I remember
Again.
asking you what happened, and you were confused as I. Do you remember that at all?
And he kind of thinks for a second, and you notice like it's this kind of thing where you know when there's something on the tip of your tongue and you just can't get it. It's like that is like across his face where he looks like he's trying to grasp something. And like now that you've mentioned it, he's like he kind of knows something's there, but he just
If
is
it
having a
helps,
real hard time.
if it helps, I threaten to blow my own brains out.
And he like thinks for a second, and then like his eyes light up for a second, and then he collapses.
Avanad? Going over to him. Avanad. Shake him.
You shake him, and his body is still like plastic.
The fuck?
Way to go, genius!
Hey, fuck you. DM made me feel bad, okay? Just role playing like I would have. Being honest with our allies. That's
Yeah.
what we do, even if the truth hurts, and in
Yeah.
some cases drives them insane.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Avanad. Snap out of it. Probably slap him a couple times.
You slap him, and you only get a hard reverberation, as if you're hitting plastic.
Yet. He's not sure what to do at this point. Is he T-posing too?
No, he's in like his collapsed pose, essentially. Like as he collapsed, like he ragdolled essentially, and then froze.
Did we hear that classic Half-Life beep, 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 beep?
No, no, you did not.
Well, he's not dead.
Fuck. Nobody has a first aid kit, do they?
I
None
have
of the-
bombs.
That's not helpful.
You
Well, potentially. What I was thinking of, what I was thinking is smelling salts, but saltpeter is something that is used in explosives, but is another one of those that can act like that. But okay.
Anatoly, you start looking around the room,
Uh-huh.
and as you look around the room, you hear a shuffling behind you. And as if drawn by strings coming from his back, the top of his head, and his shoulders, Avanad slowly rises to kind of a marionette sort of form, with his feet barely touching the ground by his toes.
Even though it doesn't matter, there's a rifle.
Yeah,
Ready.
yeah. Avanad's head slowly looks up, and it's Avanad, but it's not Avanad.
It's not Vanad?
Yeah, it's not Vanad.
Okay.
And he looks up, and you hear, "Wow, very noble to ask and to tell." And then, like, Avanad just, like, rises to a very stiff position and then collapses back onto the ground.
Moment of hesitation, throws the rifle down. Avanad. Wake up.
Yeah. You touch him, and he is no longer plastic-like.
Slap his face a couple times.
Yeah, he,
Avanad.
what is... why?
Avanad, what is the
Whoa.
last thing you remember?
And he, like, looks up at you, and he goes, there was something about trucks, and, and like, and kind of, like, looks up, and he says, are we still in that damned town?
Yes, old friend. Unfortunately so.
And he
Come
kind
on.
of, like, oh, go ahead.
Just come on. Kind of hauls him to a sitting position.
Yeah,
Gives him vodka.
Yeah, he does not take the vodka.
Well, it's a calming thing, at
No,
least
sure.
for Anatoly.
No, yeah, he takes the vodka, but he doesn't, like, drink it. He just, like,
Mm.
sets it on the table. He's used to this by now, you know. And
Oh
he,
shit!
like,
I'm so sorry. Hey, apologies.
he, like, waves, you know, just a very, like, nah, you're good kind of thing. Splashes some water from his canteen on his face. And about this time, Olzeg and Krikov, you walk in. Avanad looks blanched. Anatoly looks concerned.
Slightly manic.
Yeah.
And we look confused.
Yeah.
What
so,
happened?
confused, blanched, and concerned people walk into a bar.
Yeah, right?
Confusing.
The
confusing
the
concern
bartender
sounds like a
says,
good-
"Yeah, you guys need drinks."
Confusing concerned is actually sounds like the good name for a band.
I agree.
Yeah, no kidding.
Sounds like a Led Zeppelin song. Instead of dazed and confused, it's confused and concerned.
What happened?
Yeah, that's the sequel.
Eh.
That's the sequel.
Avanad, we were talking about coming into the town, and he passed out.
For any discernible reason?
Avanad, do you remember anything? Just what?
I think I might still be feeling woozy from when I saw the bullet come out of his chest.
Yeah, forgot
When
about
what?
that. Olseg, so, I know it sounds crazy, but after the week we've been having, month, year? After
Good
the time
touch.
we've been having, you left to go get the, doctor. Our Boris, no, yeah? Father Boris?
Boro.
Boro, sorry. Father Boro, he was a survivor of a musket ball, yes?
Ah,
has
to my
the wound in-
understanding, he survived Bloody Sunday.
Ah. Then, well, that musket ball, he has a wound in his chest. It's almost like we were watching it in reverse. I tried to move the musket ball. Didn't work.
Would anyone else have told me what you are telling me now, I would have assumed that they were, well, beyond help. But given, as you say, given the time that we have shared, I'm not surprised that something so strange is happening. It's as if reality itself is trying to rewrite itself before our eyes. To what end, I do not know.
And? What would you think of me? I've seen the looks you give me.
I
Do you
am
think
concerned.
I am beyond help?
I am concerned with your behavior, but I do not think you are beyond help. You are still lucid. You are not completely given over to your battle fatigue, as it were.
Oh, okay. It was just that, I was noticing how differently you treated those situations between me and our friend Avanad there. Do you forget the moment he had not so long ago? And yet, you don't treat him as you're treating me now.
Wait, what moment?
He went balls to the wall, climbing the fucking roof to the
That was
highest point of
Krikov.
town. Yeah, I was talking about Kryakov.
Because I'm keeping my eye on Kryukov. He is much quieter. Kryukov...
Krikov, how does it feel to be the third person in this two-person conversation, by the way?
Yeah, how does it feel to be the person someone else is using an example of saying, "But Dad!"
I mean, as an older sibling, I this is not my first rodeo. Just here for the ride
Is
until.
Kryakov an older sibling, though?
I mean, for purposes of probably.
Sure.
I mean, this is a pre-industrial society. Everyone's an older or younger sibling.
That raises a
Yeah.
question.
What is that question?
What did you guys do before the army?
I was a peasant.
Why?
What did you guys do before the army?
Fuck, he's been in it since he was 18. He served, I mean, he was born in 1900. He was conscripted, basically, at 14 to fight in the army. Was more or less found to be decent at intelligence. More or less stealing shit.
You don't do much other than work. Just work. It's all work. Everything's work. You just work. That is all. Everything you work until you can't.
That reads like you just pulled it out of a Russian existential novel.
Yeah.
Everything is work. It's work. All you do is work. It's work.
All I do is work.
Are
work,
you
work, no matter
asking
what?
Are you asking before that, or?
Yeah.
I mean,
What did you guys do before you were soldiers?
Like I said, I was just some poor turnip farmer.
I don't like this look on your face. I
Are you
really
talking
don't.
about us or our characters?
What did you guys do before you were soldiers? It's a simple question. I've gotten some answers. I don't know which ones are the right answers.
I have been many things. I've been a hero. I've been a villain. I've been somewhere in between. I have destroyed worlds, and I've tended to crops.
No, that was Tiff.
Hey, she put the nail in the coffin, but I got it most of the way there.
That's true.
Close only counts in horseshoes, my friend.
Hand grenades and thermonuclear weapons.
Tiff threw that fucking hand grenade, alright?
So, regardless of my question,
which we're all dodging, I've noticed.
well,
not Olzeg. He's put more thought into his character than us.
yeah.
I just know that everyone in Russia was a poor turnip farmer.
80%.
Yeah.
80%.
What's a revolutionized steel industry yet? That doesn't exist yet.
Well, according to Marxism, it's essential. Sorry.
Yeah. So regardless of that, you're all sitting in there, and Avanad just kind of looks at all of you and says, "What do we do?"
Is there anything we can do at this point? I am the only one here who seems to have any sort of trust in himself is Olzeg over there.
Would you stop throwing me under whatever proverbial bus it is that you're trying to?
What's a bus?
What?
Ha ha.
I'm pretty sure buses existed in Russia.
Yeah, in the 1930s, yeah.
I received a letter when I was in the office. I destroyed it so that we left no trace in case someone else was watching us. It said it was from the KGB office in Moscow. It claimed something called the East March Protocol is in effect, something I have not heard of in all of my days, and that I must evacuate and not to tell you that I am a solo agent. But I will tell you this. Were it not for all of you, I doubt we would have survived as long as we did in this hell. I think you are deserving of the truth.
Hmm.
The only lead we have so far is this protocol. But
They told you to leave us and evacuate to where?
that is what I do not know, nor do I know how I would evacuate. But so far it is our only lead, as it were. I'm open to suggestions.
Hmm.
East. Well, maybe East March is supposed to evacuate, yes? Then what if we try to do that together?
Assuming that it is even possible to find a way through the fog, that is my
Maybe,
primary concern.
well, we know what's his face. He seems to get mail in and out of the fog. Maybe he knows another way for a larger
Yes, but
cargo.
we also know that it seems that we four are the only ones who seem to, well, be normal. Everyone else seems to be mere actors in whatever it is this malice has been playing at.
You know, just for you, Mike, I've turned on my camera, my video
Yeah.
camera,
Yeah.
and just. Sorry.
No, that
What do
was
we,
no. I saw the initial.
what do we
Mhm.
not
That
referred
was
to as? What are we not referred to as errant actors?
Precisely. So I do not believe that we should let anyone know that we have been, any of us, told to evacuate. But perhaps if we continue to play as these errant actors by evacuating together, we will find what it is we are looking for. No? Answers.
Answers. I just want to go home. Hell, the fucking trenches of the eastern fucking theater were more friendly than this place. At least I knew where the bullets were coming from, eh?
Agreed.
And there was no warning before the gas came. Okay.
We need to formulate a plan on how we are going to escape, though.
It seems that, well, we're always being what? At least someone is going to see us. Leave.
The
No matter
question is,
how we
what are we
try.
expected to do as actors?
Well, we have our rules, yes. We were sent to be here on the military drive, yes?
So we should continue to act as if this is a military drive.
I don't fucking know, and at this point, I'm not sure it matters.
We just need to buy time until we can find our opening. And I believe, personally, that this opening will somehow involve the bourgeois scum who claims to be this place's mayor. Its governor. From a bygone era.
What if I tried to get some information out of our friend who delivers letters? I believe I have another one to send to Babushka almost ready.
Not a bad idea. Perhaps we can also see if we can garner something from one of this man's many wives. They seemed amenable to discussion, if not... Well, let's just say I don't exactly know how I feel about them yet.
I'm trying to remember. You explained to me those wives once before. Were they not? Did you describe them as snakes?
I would describe them almost as witches. Would I believe in such things? But considering what we have all been through, perhaps it is time to start believing in such nonsense fairy tales, no?
If we are to believe such fairy tales, where do the witches live?
They live with the governor in his mansion.
No, in the fairy tales.
Yeah, they live somewhere with their coven
In the...
in the woods.
Well, we don't have much of that here, at least not blanketed in fog. But the swamp.
You believe that they might be connected to the local swamp somehow.
I don't know. And at this point, I think I'm just waiting to be hit on the head with a sign.
Well, we have no other
And a sign falls from the sky. No, I'm kidding.
And then the DM killed everyone.
And then
end.
the DM's like, you guys
And
aren't
then-
getting fucking anywhere. Here, let me help.
And then someone
no,
runs
you're
up
good.
with a, and then someone runs up with a stop sign and hits ours in the back of the head.
Now,
Yeah.
Someone runs up with a Spanish Inquisition sign and hits me in the back of the head.
now,
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
you guys do know what to do. At least one of you does. I'll let that sit. So anyway,
Well, if it's me, I'm trying to figure out how the fuck we evacuate.
Mike, it's been a month.
no, I
been a
know it's
month,
been a
guys.
month.
It's been a month, guys. It's been a month.
It has been a whole damn.
It
It has
has.
been a month.
It has, in fact, been, and I quote, a month.
It has been one rotation and revolution of the moon.
So anyway, this joke's getting old.
It's at least a month old by my estimates.
God damn you. Hey, time doesn't even reel where you guys are.
Dude, I fucking choked on my drink, you bastard.
Time doesn't
yeah.
even reel.
So, Anatoly, you were going to go talk to Vedran, who was going to go talk to Milojevic and his concubines.
Well, I've already done that, but I guess I could go and introduce some of my comrades.
Okay.
I am
What-
up for
what's-
introducing.
Yeah, what's the order of operations here? Who's doing what, when, where, and how?
I
Wait,
guess...
Didn't me and you already go up there together?
No, we went... No,
Yeah.
No. Did we go up there together?
Yeah, it was
we went up there
Krikov and
together.
you. Yeah, she hit on Krikov.
Oh, yeah, we did. Fuck. Oh, shit.
Yeah, one of them did at least.
I guess I'll take Avenad then, because we're trying to, like, you know, spread the witchy love, I guess.
Sure.
Witchy one.
Krikov, are you going to go with Anatoly then?
Yeah, teams of two.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You're sending the two unstable people while
Yeah,
while you get the fucking reset bot whenever you accidentally max out his RAM.
Oh no. Avenad used up too much VRAM. He ate too many fillet of fish.
He's only got a 970.
Oh no.
There's
We really
no way
gonna
that
have to-
Avenad can play Cyberpunk. Even my fridge can
Uh-oh.
play Cyberpunk.
Avenad, he can't even play Doom Eternal.
Rip.
Yeah, Avenad can play. So the only thing Avenad can play is Mountain Blade, but that's because it can run on a toaster or a Russian Muslim. So
But will it run
If
on
you
a
look-
Russian
if you look-
Muslim?
yeah, if you look at the specs, Tailworlds did a real good job of specking out literally every machine it could be on, including Russian Muslims.
Are you calling Russian Muslims machines?
No, I'm just saying that Avanad happens to be a machine and a Russian Muslim, therefore that's his specifications.
Yeah, if he has
Okay,
ears, he can't be human.
sounds a little sus.
Yeah, yeah. But I
Mm,
mean, are we all not metaphysically a machine?
true.
Are we all not
Shit, no, you're
cogs in
just
this
feeding into
machine?
what Mike wants. Stop it.
You're feeding into what the DM wants. Stop it.
The DM will win. Don't you know that RPGs are about beating the DM?
Yeah,
Didn't
right?
you know? Didn't you know that
Did
it
you
is
know?
always the best to have every edge possible, and that is why we must fight for our survival by killing everyone else.
I mean, that is true. We
Uh,
could just go fucking bonkers and try and kill everyone in town and see if that provokes a response.
true.
I mean, yeah, I
I
was
mean,
gonna
it
You
say I
guys
probably
was
remember
will,
just
but
that
it's
gonna,
time
probably
I
not
tried to
one
kill
we
myself?
want.
yeah, it
Okay.
didn't work.
For anyone in the house that just heard me say that real fast, I was talking about the game. Okay. Now that we've gotten that out of the way,
Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's a little
remember that
fucked.
one time we tried to do that, and then basically I got put back together and said,
Yeah, yeah.
told,
The game said no.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but that's because you tried to kill yourself. I'm saying we kill everyone else.
Yeah,
An
yeah, I
act
mean,
of
they're just
since
gonna
then,
put
external
'em-
violence
You
might
know,
be the solution.
They haven't
I
put
mean, it's the
people
same thing.
back. They've killed people, but they haven't put people back. I don't.
Well, see, I think it's the same thing, right? Because like in one instance, you're ridding yourself of any more stress. In the other, you're ridding yourself of more stress. So, I mean, I think it's theoretically the same thing as far as that's concerned. So technically fall under the category of putting everyone back together. If only to cause more nuisance, stress, annoyance on you for having done that.
Yeah. I wonder if Mike thought that our first response to everything would just be to murder hobo it.
Uh, you know, I have both thought about and not thought about pretty much every possibility because this game consumes most of my brain.
So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a yes and a no. Impressive.
Yeah. So basically what I do, I call it couch stupid. I sit on the couch and I think about a bunch of things and then I only have vague memories of them because I also watch something while I think about them and then it gets intertwined into this weird lump and usually I'm a little bit drunk when I'm doing it too, so like I only get vague impressions and it kind of just turns into like a gradient on a canvas.
So basically, what we're saying is we're dealing with an idiot savant.
Oh man.
Okay. Anatoly's gonna. Yeah. All right, but first, I think we should finish sleeping through the rest of the night. Yes.
I too think that we should sleep for the rest of the night and use our sanity recovery items.
Yes, please.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I need to do that. I'm
We have
not doing
not
good
been
on
doing that like we've been needing to, and it's showing.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is kind of the middle of the day, so you're gonna sleep till night?
Oh, wait. Why'd we come back here in the middle of the day? Because there's a storm.
You came back in the morning. Or you came back at night and then you like vibed for a while and remember like
We
Krikov had that
vibe
like really
with
deep
pure
conversation
commie
with
vibes.
had that really deep conversation with Avanad.
We had some pure Russian vibes going on.
Yeah. We just sort of rushing that stuff.
Oh shit, we still got that bread I asked him to go get, don't we?
Yes, you do.
Fuck yeah, let's have some fucking
Let's make a
bread
day
first
of
off.
it.
You're just gonna eat bread and hang out? Hell yeah!
Do we want to just and then fuck it.
Hashtag bread stream.
And then we mess around at night, right?
Hello, this is Komia Malgonovich, and here for mukbang.
But all right, that is something interesting. It'll be a different side of the because obviously the town does not sleep.
Yeah,
It'll be
because what
it'll
is
be things
time
we haven't
here?
seen before. Yeah. So yeah, I think let's do that until the evening.
Then we take our nappy poo.
You're going
All
like
right,
a
yeah.
chicky bricky.
So yeah, you guys kind of hang out
Da,
for a
da, da,
while.
da,
Um,
da, da, da,
what do you guys do during the day?
Probably. Well, it's been a while since we've maintained our equipment, so we should probably make sure our guns, since they're Russian guns, don't explode in our faces.
Yeah.
Anatoly
Gotta
needs
make
to
sure.
de-stress, and that means writing more letters to his grandmother.
Nice.
Dear Grandma, I tried to kill myself and
Go
it
ahead
didn't
and
work.
roll. Go ahead and roll your d6s for sanity regain.
Thank you. I need it.
Oh, thank God. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, that's Captain Yardley's song.
I cry. Unless Avenant gets a 1, I am saddest of boys.
Good point.
Hey, that takes me back to 40. Hopefully it stays that way. Knowing this game, it's not going. You've been sitting on this too long.
I'm back up to
For that slow
59.
burn.
DM, can I have an extra 10 so that
Yep.
everything is... Oh, nice!
No. Avenod got a 1.
No, that's why I was like, nice.
Oh,
Though,
yeah?
if you gave me an extra 10 and my sanity was at 69, that also would be nice.
Yeah. Let's
In fact,
see
that would
here.
be nice.
Okay, so, yeah, you begin, you guys kind of like work on your stuff and describe to me how you regain your sanity through using your item.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's got an item.
Yes, the item. We are all part of the item.
Yeah.
Yes, we do things with items.
Yes. Avanad Kriakov Olzeg and I are items. Yes.
Ooh, what's this?
We're an item, apparently.
Yeah. Well, no, like what, okay, so you're important
I
item.
ship it.
Yeah. Aviator's Watch, probably gonna spend some time just watching it spin and uncoil on the chain.
Okay. Yeah, you just kind of stare at that as that goes.
Yeah, and then, maybe test for myself. All right. No matter how wide the swing of the pendulum is, it will always take exactly 1 second to swing from end to end.
Wow.
I mean, that's how grandfather clocks work.
Yeah. All right, James.
Olzeg is just going to do some whittling.
Nice.
Just gonna sit down with a bit of, just, shitty, basically, pressed cardboard and do some whittling. Or maybe like a stick he found.
Okay,
That's just
nice.
kind of what he does. Is he has his whittling knife. He sits down, and soon there's a little pile of wood shavings at his feet. And he just makes
Nice.
these. In this case, it's probably not even really trying to make anything. It's just doing it for doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for him.
Okay, and Krikov, how do you de-stress?
All right. Well, there's a little piece of wood that Kryukov keeps on him at all times, despite the promptings from superior officers to get rid of it.
Because we don't want to die.
Well, no, it's a piece of wood. It's a piece of wood. It's a small.
You're an explosives
little
expert. You'll somehow figure a way to, Goldberg your way to victory.
No, it's just a piece of. It's a scorched piece of wood from his. his
Mm.
first attempt at demolitions.
What I'm
Is-
saying is there are known knowns and there are known unknowns, but there are also unknown unknowns. So
Yeah,
you should get rid of it.
nah, that ain't how this works. He just sort of fumbles with it, and thinks back to simpler times when shit wasn't fucked.
Simpler
Mhm.
times when
Hold on,
bombs were
hold on.
bombs
You
and
live
men
in
were men.
when was that time when shit wasn't fucked? You live in Russia.
When explosives solved the problems.
Fair. Oh, now suddenly when I try and solve my problems with explosives, I'm a domestic terrorist.
I love the look that Cyrus just fucking gave the camera. He just sat back and fucking crossed his arms. It was beautiful.
I do this all the time at work too because I forget that you guys can see me now.
Yeah.
And it's like with the mask on, I forget that people can still see this half of my expression.
Mhm.
It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, you guys take some time to calm down. Avanad sits in the corner, and at this point, Avanad is just openly like reading under his breath like passages from the Quran. But yeah,
Religion police.
yeah,
Where
right.
you at, boy?
Wee woo.
um let's see. But yeah, so you guys do that, and you kind of pass the time of day, and night ends up falling.
Well, are we getting out and doing things, or are we taking a nap?
Good question.
Well, what time is it right about now? I guess that determines it, doesn't it?
It's about like evening. Like, it's starting to get dusky.
Uh, Nap time?
Are we just gonna
That-
call this a waste day? Not a waste day, but a rope yarn Sunday, more or less.
A recovery? We call it a recovery day.
Yeah,
We
I mean
call-
that's
It's called a
necessary.
me day.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
took
we
a
take
spa
nice little
day.
relaxing. Yeah, we took a nice little relaxing trip to the spa.
Mm-hmm.
Froze our
This was
asses
our
off
hot
during
springs
the middle.
episode of the anime.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
This was, we froze
considering
our
how
asses off. Right.
fucked every other
Communist
episode
Hot
is.
Springs Day. Instead of going and getting a mud bath, it's just you dig a ditch.
Yeah. And then you hit it with a flamethrower.
No, and then you bury enemies of the state in it.
Yep, true.
Every now and again, Anatoly might talk. You know.
Let's see.
You know, I had to go to a Russian gulag once. Thankfully, I wasn't a prisoner.
Really? What for?
Oh, we were transferring a prisoner.
A prisoner of note, or just some poor political prisoner who managed to finally do right by the party?
Someone who pissed off Lenin.
Ah,
No.
but Comrade Stalin.
Oh,
Decided.
comrade. What's that?
I was just gonna say, oh, but Comrade Stalin decided that they were useful to the state.
Duh. You know, they say the only thing to do in Siberia is count trees. And starve. But mostly count trees.
Well, at least there they are living a perfect example of communist living. They're all equally starving.
Avanad says, "Yes, they're all equally starving. Why do I have to be equally starving too? Isn't this uniform supposed to get me more food?" With a slight grin on his face.
Oh, are you hungry, eh? I could cook
I could
something.
eat. He's like, "I could eat something."
Nah. Well then. Surprise, surprise. Maybe I will borrow somebody's kitchen, eh? Let's go take a look and see what's at the bar.
Perhaps I will.
Hold
Are we
on,
going to
not
start
borrow.
requisitioning kitchens?
Requisition.
Yeah.
Well, of course, I only need the fire, the tools. Well, I have the tools, but I'd rather dirty someone else's.
Yeah.
Spoken like a true Russian soldier, yeah?
Uh-huh. Probably get up, get shit together, take a look at the food to make sure... I mean, all of it is made to preserve, but making sure none of it's gone bad yet.
Yeah, I gotcha. So you guys head out. And which kitchen? Do you go to someone's house? Do you go to the common house?
Trying to think, the common house is where we've been before. And Sensika is there, yeah? Or...
As you are watching, or as you are walking around, make me spot hidden.
Oh, fuck. Can't... This is supposed to be the spa episode.
Well, maybe we're supposed to find the lucky Sharingan hidden in the spa.
Perfect.
So that way we can give it back to Ted Kruzumaki and he can become 10th Hokage of America.
Holy shit, no, no. We're gonna use...
Uh-oh.
We're gonna... Shit, isn't that... No, wait, there's no such thing as, a glitch in this game. At least not for spot hidden.
Nope. You just didn't see it. Anyone else rolling spot hidden?
I was gonna say, everybody else roll. Make up for me, please.
Don't worry. We got
Aw,
you.
this is my first not extreme success. Mike, I quit.
Yeah, you can quit. Whatever. Olzeg, Krikov, and let me see if Avanad makes it. He's not very good at spot hidden if I don't remember correctly. If I do remember correctly, fuck me. Hold on. Spot. No, he's okay at it, I guess. Yeah, he failed though. Olzeg and Krikov, you see a small figure as you're walking stare at you for about 5 seconds and then disappear. Kryakov, you recognize this figure? This is the figure with the lens eyes from your shared dream with Anatoly.
I was gonna make a joke about it being Anatoly's babushka, but...
Why would I recognize her?
Shit, lens eyes?
Yeah.
Mr. Lens Eyes.
And the speaker mouth.
Yeah.
The one that is
Siren
like
Head.
constantly talking.
Yeah, Siren Head.
That's
You
the
just-
one.
You just hear, as if on vinyl, Mr. Lens Eyes,
Ha.
lend me an eye.
Bum 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 bum.
Make
But-
it the biggest eye that is so fly. Sorry.
Yeah,
that was bad.
Olzeg, because you've not seen this before, you like make out like it's a person with like gleaming eyes who's much shorter than you would expect. You do recognize, oh, they just flashed out of existence.
Okay. See, this is the stuff you're supposed to lead with, Mike. It's not, oh, this guy's got weird eyes. It's, oh, this guy just, ascended to the 8th dimension.
No, he didn't ascend or anything. He just, 1 minute was there, the next minute, gone.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He could have
Blink.
ascended to the 8th dimension for all we know.
Zoop! Yeah.
He just swooshed right out of here.
Whoa,
Like-
right out.
Ruh-roh. Sorry.
He's the sheriff.
How ironic it is that you say that. He very well could be the
He could
sheriff.
be the sheriff. But if he's out... Wait, we've had at least 2 episodes where that's basically what we did. But if he's out here being hung by the gallows, then who's the sheriff?
Yeah. Fucking. Do you have any
Um,
reaction, Anatoly and Kryakov, or do you just kind of let shit happen?
I mean, it's a shudder because like we've seen
Yeah,
that
definitely
shit.
gonna be staring hard at where this weirdo was.
What? The common house is This way.
Did anyone else see that?
Anatoly.
See
It
what?
was the man with the 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 lens eye and the weird mouth.
You see the hand immediately go for the rifle before it steadies itself.
Already
Uh,
gone. Disappeared.
It's
So we are all sharing same dream still.
Yes.
Disconcerting to know.
Did it Avanad come with us?
Yeah, Avanad's chilling.
Okay, just making sure.
He's just
Making
vibing
sure
in
he.
back.
The reason he's just vibing is because he's, just vibing, and not that he's not here. I
No,
don't want
no,
to leave anybody alone if we can help.
No, Avanad's being his normal self. He's smoking a ciggy and he'll crack jokes every once in a while.
Mhm. Let's get inside, huh? There we could at least hide in the corner.
Da. Olzek is making a beeline for the common house.
Yeah.
I have missed something because I cut out. All I heard was that Olzeg is running for the common house. What did I miss?
Oh, just spooky, scary lens eye guy. We're gonna go send shivers down our spine. Let's head for the common house real fast.
Yeah.
Before
So
we
yeah. So you guys get into the common house, and the common house is fairly empty, but you hear the sounds of people being there and like eating and drinking and talking, but there's no one there, and the lights are off.
grab our torch.
All right. Okay, yeah, you
Fucking
grab the torch.
Todd can't make anything right.
Flick it on.
Yeah, you flick it on, and I mean, it looks normal.
Somebody grab the lights.
Grab the
Grab
Guess
the
I'm
lights.
grabbing.
The lights. Okay. I thought you said the legs, and I was like,
Yeah, I thought he said legs too. I was like, I guess I'm grabbing legs. I don't know what for.
I'm not going crazy, I promise.
Yeah, you try and flick on the lights, and the lights do not work.
Yet.
Lights are nada.
I don't like this, boss.
Neither do I.
Avanad drops his cigarette on the ground and kind of puts it out. And it's at that point you realize that 1 square foot of the ground is unnaturally light compared to the others.
God
Does
damn
anybody
it.
want to make me an intelligence check?
Sure,
I
I'm
can
actually
do
good at
that.
that.
I can do that.
Can I intelligence? I
God,
can,
my
and
brain.
not today, apparently.
So,
My brain's so fucking massive.
Olzeg, you're the only one who actually recognizes this. Hey, this is the spot where you shot Train Boy, because remember the person's foot clipped in there, and then Train Boy came out of it, and then it did the thing.
You mean that's where Anatoly shot Optimus Prime?
Yes,
Megatron.
this is where you shot your old commander merged with a truck.
Yeah, Olzek does motion for everyone to stop, and he points out that spot, and he's like, That is where our old commander was standing when we shot him. But how?
I shot him, yes.
He's still but how?
Well, obviously, the textures haven't loaded yet. Neither have the NPCs, for that matter.
As you're all sitting there, as you're all standing there, you hear the door just like slam.
Revolver out.
Lock?
I withdraw my revolver ocelot.
True. This one is just a baby. No good to join the Cobra. Too innocent and pure to join the Cobras. Okay. So you're locked in this, and it goes silent the second the door closes.
Yeah, the rifle's drawn for Anatoly because it's the only thing that makes him feel happy.
Everyone,
True.
formation.
Yeah, everyone forms up, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Everyone.
Hmm.
I am scared, you maggots.
Okay, what now?
You
Now we
guys are
pretend
standing
we're
there,
not.
and everything is eerily quiet.
Yeah.
My ears, my ears are normal quiet.
Well, yeah, well, my ears are super quiet, so I'm better.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Bet you didn't think about that, nerd.
I'm finding more and more that your guys' reaction to tense situations are to try and laugh them off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
fair.
a coping mechanism.
It's
I've
not
just kind of
working
picked up.
very well, though, is it?
Eh.
The
No, but
jokes
I
are
pretend
becoming
it is.
worse and worse.
Hey, joke's on you. I make
Wow. Fuck you
amazing jokes
too.
today.
Hey, you said... Never mind.
I'll just go home and cry. Anyway, just thinking, like, if there would be anything that,
Do we know of another exit?
Yeah, there's an exit around the back.
We should try and leave at the back, yes?
good idea.
You start to head out.
We're more or
And-
less acting like a SWAT team, I'm sure.
Anatoly?
clearing- Yeah, sure.
Anatoly, you feel a shooting pain down your left side. Yep.
Fucker.
You feel like your heart is like not moving, and you start to collapse.
Oh shit. Probably trying to hold self up with a rifle, and it's not working.
Yeah.
Drops to knees pretty quickly, I'm sure.
Olzeg, you've seen enough friends. You don't even need a medical check on this. You clearly see that Anatoly is having a heart attack.
Ah, shit.
Shh. Now?
Yes, now.
How inconvenient.
How inconvenient indeed.
But considering
How
he's using a revolver,
Horribly inconvenient.
he's going to, uniforms back then basically I don't even know what you would call them. They were almost like suspenders. But he's gonna grab Anatoly by the back of that and just drag him because he's using a revolver, so he can hold it one-handed and just be like, "We need to go. We need to leave now."
Someone want to shoot me
yeah.
before I die, please.
Anatoly, you feel completely fine now.
Halt. Probably slapping, putting, patting the hand that's on the suspended. Halt, just.
Let go. Second hand goes back to steady the revolver.
Is the revolver shaking at all?
Good question.
Probably. Like, it's one of those things. It's everyone
It's
gets
not
pre-battle jitters.
Yeah.
That
You guys have-
Olzeg's in
oh,
his
go ahead.
40s.
Let me actually bring you up the map for the common house. Here we go. There we
Which is
go.
actually
Place yourself
probably-
on the map.
That's the front, yeah?
Yeah, you guys are about here at this point.
Giant
Where's-
Olzeg will crash world.
Right?
Where's the
I
back door?
eat
Whoa.
Anatoly.
Numb. Olzek hungry.
Is that the Eldritch horror is just Olza getting huge and doing his best grandma impersonation?
Okay, where are we even headed?
Somewhere. Over the rainbow.
Yeah, this is the back door.
Oh. Yeah, so we're heading that way. Good
Yeah.
call.
Okay.
Where's
the good.
Avanad?
Avanad's right here.
Where's Kryakov?
Good question. Where is Krikov?
Somewhere.
Would you like to put yourself on the map, friendo?
Oh, I'm not on the right screen.
Yeah. So, as you guys start to move, you hear. I can't even whistle. You hear someone whistling the song Tomorrow.
As in tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I'll love you. Tomorrow, you're only a day away.
As in, you know, a 1920s American show tune?
Yes. You hear
Some
that
of us
being
might
whistled.
actually know that.
I say, who knows that?
One of you might know it because of certain factors.
Damn it, you keep fucking doing this. What are you talking about?
Good question. What am I talking about? Anyway, so you all hear this loudly whistling through the building. Go ahead and move yourself roughly the equivalent of like 4 portrait spaces. I trust your judgment.
3, 4.
Krikov, gonna move yourself?
Yeah, I'm figuring a good placement. Probably about here.
Okay. All right. The whistling only gets louder.
Where's that square, by the way?
Oh yeah, let me put the square here. It's like right here. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah. Yeah. So you hear that.
Is it coming from the exit we're trying to go to?
It's coming from all around.
It's coming from inside the house.
It's coming from all the walls.
It's nothing. They were just trying to give my heart a friendly handshake is all, yes?
Yeah, very friendly, very handshakey, very
firm grip.
Hey, Olzeg.
Uh-huh.
You feel a sharp shooting pain down your left side.
Fuck.
Oh no, it's old man Olsik. Time for heart attack.
It's time to go! It's time!
Shit.
I could see Anatoly catching you. No, not today, old friend.
Yeah, he
Please.
probably almost like fucking slumps over on you because you're in front of him. He just almost falls into you.
Probably grabs, puts your arms over his shoulder, piggyback style. Grabs legs. No, we're not doing this. No. Avanad, take the lead.
Yeah, Avanad's like freaking out and he's like, "Oh, okay." And he's gonna kind of like take the lead. Yeah, make me a body check, Olzeg.
Oh fuck.
Why do you do these things? This is like saying, "All
He
right,
didn't do
Mister.
that to me. I wonder why.
All right, Mister Fighter, make a reflex save."
Oh no. There's reasons for all this.
So would this be con or size or?
Size.
Am I thick enough?
Good question.
I'm thick.
Hell yeah.
Ben
You
fucking
stave it enough.
Swallow over here.
Yeah, you fucking stave it enough to follow and not collapse. You're still having a heart attack, but you're just such a tough bastard that you're like,
Baggins
nope, I'm
over
walking
here.
through it.
Call me Swobo Baggins.
Right?
Shit.
Also take 1 HP, just because you are still currently having a heart attack,
Yeah.
but damn, you're fucking rocking it.
Yeah, you hear the like the Minecraft little sound whenever you
Ooh.
take damage.
Yeah. But yeah, try to move yourself, guys.
Edit. It's
This
okay,
is-
guys. If I lose 1 HP a turn, I can last 11 turns of heart attack.
Yeah, right?
Too
This
bad
is
it
a
won't
very-
be that way.
This is a very
I was gonna say,
complex-
Avanad, you're gonna have to move before Anatoly can.
Oh, yes, true.
What are you listening to over there?
Who?
Avanad.
What do you mean, Avanad?
You. What are you listening to over there? You're bobbing your
Oh.
head to some beat.
Oh, no, I'm rocking back and forth.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm not even listening to music. I'm just fucking insane.
Oh yeah, he is.
Was that a good James impression of Yoda? Was that a good Michael impression of a James impression of a Yoda?
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10? Okay.
There's room to improve, but I've seen worse.
Good, good. So, yeah, you're dragging your way away. The whistling has turned into singing.
Amerikansky or Ruski?
It's English. The sun'll come out tomorrow. You can bet your bottom dollar tomorrow. Just like blasting through.
Is it like a voice we recognize?
No, it's the classic recording of it.
Yeah, because any of us would know what the fuck that sounds like. Okay. Okay. Not Olzeg. You probably want to move your heart attacky ass up here.
Yeah, make me another bot or another size check.
Oh, ow, 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 cat! You fucking scared me.
God damn, you are just fucking rocking it. Take 2
That's-
points of body because it wasn't an extreme success, but you're still moving.
Oh no, guys, I'm gonna die before we get to the end here.
Hey, there's a
Avanad, move.
high possibility that there's a high possibility that this is gonna get ugly.
I'm
So
I'm sorry.
don't
What?
make that look at me. Don't make that look at me, Mike. Don't fucking make that look at me.
What's going on? I'm so fucking confused. A cat was
I've
trying
never
to...
been so happy to be a DM.
Don't make that fucking look at me, buddy. Oh, so there's a solid chance that the references to one of us could be neither of you two.
What are you doing, Kriakov?
So, James? Or Olzeg?
Another body check?
No. You feel fine.
I feel fine. Still have the HP damage though.
Yes. That'll
Big
have to
rip.
get slept off.
Big
Sorry.
rip. Big rip. But
Sorry, my cat has got the zoomies all of a sudden.
it's okay. This baby has been crying in the background for the past 3 hours.
All of the music immediately stops in the bar. The lights come on. All of the people fade into existence around you. And things seem normal.
Yeah, things seem normal. Yeah, Olzeg's like rubbing at his chest. He's like, "Whew, whew." Thought that was the end.
Avanad just looks utterly confused and afraid.
Between you and me, Olzeg. Trigger finger's getting a little itchy at this point. I'm a little frustrated more than I'm scared.
What's that?
Sunsika approaches you. Oh, hey, it's you guys. What are you up to? You look
Uh,
a little uncomfortable.
Hey, momentary lapse in what time is it? Must have
Um,
had too much to drink.
she's like,
I should
oh,
be
it's
shot for anti-Soviet speech for saying that.
yeah. She's like, oh, it's so I don't know about 9 or 10, something like that.
That explains it. We must be tired, hungry, and sleepy. Maybe we should grab something to go.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
yeah, and she like smiles and says, "I'll get you a bowl of stew. It was made by my grandma, or by my babushka." Anatoly, you look in the corner, and you see the old woman.
Which corner? There are fucking 4 of them.
This one.
Why did I talk to her in the first place? I forget why.
To gather information.
But we were directed to her because what? She knows stories?
Yes. Like she's like the town lore woman.
While we're waiting on the stew, I would like a word with her. Ozek, please sit down. You look like you've just had a heart attack.
He just gives you this look that's like, shut the fuck up.
Hey, don't worry. We're all there at one point or another. Me sooner than you.
Getting too old for this.
Aren't we all, old friend? Well, because think about it. This is 1939.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're what, 40? Olzek's 40?
He's
Yeah.
in his like mid to late 40s.
I was gonna say Anatoly's 39. So
Yeah.
he was basically he wasn't conscripted halfway through the war at 16 years old like most Americans. No, it was you can stand, you're old enough to stand on 2 legs. Here, have rifle.
Yeah.
You have to steal ammunition from dead bodies on the battlefield.
Comrade dog. Use
Yeah.
this, kill many Germans.
This
Yeah.
Mosin, yes. But probably approach the lady.
Yeah, you approach Yulia. And she gives you kind of a warm, familiar smile through her crooked ancient maw.
Grandma's mom.
Yeah, just to remember, or just to remind you, this lady looks like scary old.
Yeah.
Like Bilbo Baggins leaping at the fucking ring old.
So it's basically Margaret.
Yeah.
How are you doing, sweetie?
But yeah, you approach and she smiles and she simply taps the kind of table in front of her where the stool is sitting.
Yeah, sit down. It's a pleasure to meet you.
She smiles and she says, "Pleasure to meet me. Is your memory that short?"
Forgive me, how could I forget such a lovely conversation we last had?
Yes. My only question is, have you learned anything since then?
I have had some hard knocks.
No, I'm not talking about lessons forced upon you. I'm talking about lessons that you've come to on your own. Some say the best teacher is the one who teaches themselves.
It is hard to tell what are lessons and what is chaff. It is
In a
so
world-
much all at once, it is hard to sort between the two.
But therein lies the fun, no? The sorting of the chaff from the wheat, almost as if you are a god of your own ideas, getting to thin your herd within your head.
The problem is, if you thin too much wheat with the chaff, you starve.
Hmm. And she kind of like leans back and puts her finger on her chin, kind of rubs a wart. I see what you say. But I think that you will find your crop. You are practically standing on it. You need only bend over and pick it up.
Probably out of reflex, there's a glance downward.
Yeah.
Sorry. You know, you remind me of my babushka.
I did not know that I wore a suit.
My grandmother doesn't wear a suit?
Hmm. I'm
No.
silly. Don't forgive. Don't mind me. And
I was going to
she
say that you.
smiles.
I was going to say that both of you always seem to have much more advice than maybe at first glance.
Some may say that, but I think that there is a difference between advice and encouragement. I can advise you all I want, but the horse won't drink the water unless you pat them on the back, no?
So, all I have to do is bend over and pick it up, huh? That means it's not buried, yes?
She says, no. In fact, I think it was dug up fairly recently. And she takes a box and she slides the box to you.
Okay.
It's a music box.
Okay. Take a look at the box.
Fairly simple and plain, but it gets the job done.
Okay, I open it.
You open it, and playing out of it comes the song
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Uh, More English, huh? What what does it mean?
Why did he let go? And what peculiar timing.
Who let go?
Just bend over.
Grandma, not in public.
As soon as I said that, I went, oh, that's weird.
No, but I know what she's talking about. Why did she let go of me and move on to Olzeg? He, it, them. Fuck.
She smiles a
Yes.
big, partially toothy, partially not grin. And she leans in and says, can I tell you a secret? The most freeing thing about my existence is that I know that it isn't. And she leans back with this huge grin on her face.
Probably picks up the box as he stands. This is, for me?
Keep it. We are friends.
Da. Babushka.
It's a jar of dirt.
Yeah.
I got a jar of dirt. No, what is it? It's a jar of dirt.
And
That's it? Go ahead.
right as you're about to step away from the table, you hear Sunsika almost startling you. I packed up the soup.
Thank you, Sunsika. Uh, can you give it to, Olzeg? I'm sure he needs it first, and, I have one thing to do before we leave.
Yeah.
Is that square still glowing?
Yes.
I'm gonna go over to it.
Okay. You walk over to the square. And before we do that, Olzeg, since he walks up to you and gives you a bowl of soup and says, "For you, I hear that you've had a rough night. You tell me about it if you don't." And she
Oh.
very warmly gives you a bowl of soup.
Yeah, he takes it and he's just like, oh, let us just say, I fear my age is starting to catch up with me, huh?
She says, "I hope my age never catches up with me." And she kind of has a mischievous grin.
Is he cutting out for anybody else?
Yeah.
Oh, me?
Okay. Yeah, it's not
Oh,
horror bad, it's just bad.
Sorry.
good.
Yeah, no, she, with a kind of mischievous grin, says, I hope that my age never catches up with me.
Oh, it will when the next console generation comes out, sweetie.
Hod Toward is going to find so many ways to fuck up your programming for the PS5. It's hilarious!
But yeah, let's catch back to Anatoly. Anatoly, you're standing in front of this square. No one seems to pay it any mind. I mean, obviously or not obviously.
Okay. Is there anything on the square?
No, it's just a piece of the plank that looks kind of glowing.
Probably kneels down as if he's trying to tie his shoe.
Okay.
Bootlace.
Mm-hmm.
Removes probably a bullet from his bandolier and
Yeah.
touches it to the glowing square.
Goes right through.
Lets it go.
You hear it drop. You listen for a few seconds. And after about 6 seconds, you hear the faintest ping.
Kind of looks around. 6 seconds. Negative 9.8 meters per second, but I don't know how long it takes it to get up to terminal velocity, which means, I don't fucking know. Deeper than an arm length.
Much, much deeper than an arm length.
Here's the thing, though. Do games actually factor in actual fall speeds, or do they just have, a constant variable?
Oh, it's a constant variable.
Do you know how difficult it would be to actually simulate?
Because then you have to take into account wind resistance, and this and that, and free-flowing gases, and thermals, and yeah, it gets real fucking hard real fast.
Coriolis effect.
Isn't that just for long range?
Well,
yeah,
long
that's for
range
the
down.
curvature of the Earth.
It's not going to necessarily land where you think it will because of that.
Fair.
And what do you mean the Earth's curve? That sounds like some Nazi propaganda.
Ha ha.
Sorry, the Earth's flat.
Good lord.
Okay, alright, guys. Should Anatoly stick his hand through the fucking hole?
No balls.
Well, remember
fuck.
what happened when your campaign? Except this time the DM wants you to go down the hole rather than you're just a leshy
Do
that's
I?
gonna do it anyway.
James, do I?
I don't think you really care.
Man, you write so many pieces into a tree, you can't count every leaf.
At this point, I think you're just like, let them do whatever.
No, I have a direction I'm pushing you in. It's just that I need some more. Well, don't need. It's just that I'm trying to incite some more push and pull.
All you need to bend over, pick it up. What? It recently dug up? We haven't dug anything up recently, have we?
Hey, Cyrus. Hey, Cyrus.
I'm listening.
Bend over.
Bendova? I have a friend in Rome named Bendova.
God damn it.
He's best friends with Biggest Dickus.
God.
The greatest of all Roman governors of Germania.
Do you think it's funny when I say the name Biggest Dickus?
I just know that Biggest
Oh,
Dickus
man.
is the only one who will save us from the Gauls.
Yeah.
He has a wife, you know.
Intercon-
Incontinentia.
Yeah.
Incontinentia buttocks. Sorry. Okay.
God, so good.
Damn it.
I
All
feel
right.
uncomfortable all of a sudden.
All right. We're going to do it with his bracing hand because he needs that trigger finger to fire. He's
Okay.
going to take a pinky finger on his left hand and
Yeah.
touch the glowing spot.
Your hand goes right through. It feels kind of warm.
Does it feel gooey?
No.
Aw. That's how you make it awkward.
Pull the hand
Yeah,
back out.
does it
Your
make
hand
a
is-
slurp?
It does not.
Does it?
Your hand feels fine.
Krakow, stick your face in the hole. No balls.
Does it slurp, slurp, slurp?
Krakow, stick your face in the hole. No balls.
Krikov doesn't know the hole's still there, Dab.
Ahem.
Did you say dab?
Yes. I don't know why. It
James!
just felt like a good time to do it.
Olzig begins to have a heart attack. No, I'm just kidding.
And then you died. It was
someone-
tragic.
Does someone have binoculars? I feel like someone has binoculars.
I don't think I have binoculars. Do I
Yes,
have binoculars?
You should have binoculars.
Shouldn't we all have binoculars?
Nope, just Olzig, because you were the second in command.
Because they're
True.
expensive. I have to make 2 whole pieces of glass, roughly the same curvature.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I have to use actual metal to hold them in place.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's not very nice.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
Finish pretending to tie my shoe. Stand up. Nod, get somebody's attention from the group and kind of nod to the spot in the wood. Lean up against the wall and start messing with his music box. Just kind of nodding his head to the beat.
Yeah.
Uh,
Who goes over?
After Olzeg finishes his soup, he will go
Yeah.
over.
Which is funny, you guys are eating it out of like to-go materials because
Yeah.
you're like, oh yeah, we're gonna take the soup and go, and then just hanging out.
Oh, I
Um,
forgot about that. Honestly.
yeah.
Well,
Well,
maybe
Zach-
you were just Go ahead.
So yeah, you walk over and you see the floorboard. It is like it is.
I walk up to Anatoly, just acting like I'm making small talk. And I kind of like, so what do you want me to do with it?
There's, holds up his pinky finger. If one little piggy can survive the trip through the floor, perhaps, some viewing device? Perhaps to see through?
Do you want me to stick my head and my very expensive pair of binoculars, which is probably more important to the state, down into a mysterious hole where we killed our commanding officer who had turned into a truckman?
Don't talk so loud. They'll start to think you're crazy.
Oh no, it's simply science fiction novel I read.
No, it's just the binoculars. You can
Was science
see
fiction a
through,
thing by
maybe.
the 40s?
Yeah. Isaac
Well,
Asimov.
The Russians, fucking coined that shit, dude. Existential horror. I mean, a prototype, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, they live that shit.
Get to the US. Ah, yes, I work 8 hours in hamburger mine for 1 rock and roll disc. Yes.
And hamburger. Remember, guys, the average male deer weighs about 70 cheeseburgers.
Mm.
Alright, if you're not planning on doing it, I guess I may as well look myself.
No, it's fine. I was just trying to make sure that we were on the same page.
Of course.
Gotta fucking go over and do it, I guess.
Don't stick your whole head in there. See if the binoculars work, at least. If you can see through the layer.
All right, yeah, that's a good
Clipping.
point.
Clipping.
You look down through the floor, and you see at the very bottom of the floor the slight gleam of a bullet on the ground. And that's when it kind of pulls focus, and you realize that there are several sharpened spikes at the bottom.
Ooh.
It is about a 30-foot drop.
Todd Howard's punji trap. Yeah,
Hey, I got somebody to look before we leapt.
he pulls back and, how common would knowledge of tiger traps be at this time? Or was that something that kind of became more the popular conscious after Nam?
I mean, man traps have always existed like this, though, is the thing.
Yeah, true.
You have big hole with pointy thing at bottom. That's kind of always been a tactic. So yeah, you recognize this as
Just
these
a
are
man
spiked.
trap.
Yeah, exactly.
That's probably, he comes back to Anatoly and he's like, it's a good thing we looked first. Some sort of man trap at the bottom.
That is a man trap of all things.
I do not know it why either, but that's what I see.
Think we've more than overstayed our welcome here, don't you think?
Duh.
All
Kind of.
right.
Yeah, look up to...
Did the
Avanad
spikes look like they
Krikov.
were made out of the metal of the truck?
No, they look like they were made out of wood, but ancient wood.
Okay, I was just wondering if maybe Optimus Prime turned into a man trap.
I like that.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is our man truck Optimus Prime is a lot like those horrifying bastardizations of Thomas the Tank Engine you see?
I was
Yeah,
thinking
kinda.
more that this is Prop Hunt gone really wrong.
Oh, that too.
Both of those are accurate.
That is the worst rendition of Thomas the Tank Engine I've ever heard.
It's somehow fitting.
I love it. I love it. It was amazing.
Thank
All
you.
right, so he kind of holds up the holds up the box. I would like to discuss the conversation I had somewhere else.
Uh-huh. What about, and with who?
Preferably with all of us. Although... Okay.
Didn't she
wasn't
die?
entirely- Yes. Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
It's probably the first thing he points as, but that woman was dead.
Yeah. Commander, I tried to recall Avanat's memory of the truck and the incidents inside. And that's why he collapsed. Sorry, can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why he collapsed. I'm starting to worry that he's more of a conduit for him than he is a member of our team.
This is indeed something to be worried about.
It was as if he was a puppet. He was...
It was as if he was the
marionetted.
DNPC.
He was marionetted by whatever that thing is.
I'm glad that you brought
I'm
this
trying to
my
remember what he
attention.
said.
He said how caring and compassionate to ask questions, to tell the truth.
Yeah. He told me it was caring and compassionate to tell the truth to our friend. and to ask questions about things. That being... But, go ahead.
Perplexing. What do you think of it? There's obviously meaning to it, but... what? And why does it seem that this whoever or whatever has taken such an interest in you?
Let's get back to the hut. Yeah?
Nah,
Maybe once I explain our conversation, things will be more clear.
certainly
Oh.
cannot make it worse, I suppose.
Oh, it can get a whole lot worse than this.
Hey
Yeah,
guys.
so you guys get back to the hut.
Yay.
Yay, there's no incident. The world seems
No random
question mark
encounters?
normal. Yeah.
We don't have to fight 6 goblins on the way home?
Yeah, right?
Thought that was just how it worked in Russia. There were goblins everywhere.
And bears.
Oh my.
Yeah. But yeah.
So, getting back.
Goblins,
Goblins
bandits, and
and-
bears.
Oh my.
Alright. So, she gave me this box. I kind of do a short recounting of what she mentioned.
Yeah.
And, with this, he takes his... Well, he takes that revolver he's had. He hands it to Avanad.
Yeah.
He takes his rifle and unloads it,
Okay.
puts it in front of him.
Uh-huh.
I have... Well, we need to discuss some things. My name is Anatoly Bashenko. I work for the OSS.
What?
Avanad looks and his eyes widen and he's like, I'm sorry, you... Hold on, what?
After 1918, I fled as a political dissident of the changing times. I found my way westward and ran into some people who could use my talents as an intelligentsia specialist. And so they decided to use me and my connections. I came back to Russia and was put a part of this Odon with express instructions to, well, pass along intelligence to our babushka in Moscow.
By babushka, you mean your handler.
Da. I see no point at hiding this any longer when even the simulation is trying to drop hints at every turn. She said my babushka wore a suit. I believe at this point there is no point in trying to hide it. Do with me as you may, but consider this. I may have some help for you.
I
have heard of the East March Protocol.
You have, and I have not. Tell me what you know then, my
On
American
one condition.
friend.
Make no mistake, I'm not an American. Born and raised in Russia, fighting alongside the White Army.
He just gives you this look that's like, uh-huh. And who's cutting your checks?
Think I have received much payment for this? I don't live well. I do this because Lenin and Stalin were both madmen. That a war is coming. The East March Protocol. That is something that I was told it was an American invasion.
So, does that mean that this was meant for you and not I?
I am saying this to get everything out in the open, so we may all be truthful with one another. If there is a reason for you having to have received that message in the manner you did, I don't think anyone here would think much less of you.
All I know is that I was not expecting a letter from Moscow when I found this.
I was told by my handler, as you so called him, that if I heard any word of Eastmarch, I was to escape. At all means necessary. This was a direct order from them to me. I have no ill will towards you or this Odin. I have been loyal to you and your instruction this entire time.
You can still see that there's still a little bit of the gears turning for poor Olzeg.
Look, Olzeg, he says, grabbing his rifle, chambering one round, handing it to him. If you decide you would rather not deal with this dead weight, be my guest. At this point, I'm doing what I have to survive, and if that means laying bare all of my deepest, darkest secrets, I will do so.
I have already broken enough orders by even allowing you all to know that I received this telegram.
And?
If
You
we
could
are
still
both trying to survive. From my understanding, there is more than some commonality between our two groups, no?
Well, maybe, maybe not. Considering your group happens to be the KGB, and my group happens to be aimed at destroying the very men that it serves.
Just as I suspect, if we knew that the OSS had such interests, the KGB would be more interested in seeing death to Mr. Roosevelt.
Do not think that that is out of the question. The Americans are planning for it. I'm afraid I am of no use to you as information on the Americans. All of our information tends to go one way. That being said, I believe I have laid everything out for you. I will keep an open discourse with Moscow, with my handler, as long as you deem necessary. I will see what information they can provide us. The last I heard, there was... He goes riffling through some papers. Let's see. Let's see. The last one.
It was a little while ago.
Well, let's see. Pulls the letter out. Roughly translated from our code. Watch and wait. Help is coming soon. There's something about a storm, but afterwards, I'm guessing a forward company will reinforce supplies and exfiltrate. Well, me was the plan. In fact, the Americans could be here any moment.
Could the storm be referring to our fog?
The fog is always present, no? This storm is not,
It is what I am worried, or perhaps curious, as how they intend to exfiltrate you from this situation.
I am as ignorant as you or anybody else.
Perhaps not as anybody else. Is this your first assignment with the OSS?
No.
Then surely you have at least some expectation.
I've never had to be exfilled before like this.
Hmm. This... I think we should all take some time to think about this, and what it could all mean, and what our next course of action could be. Should be.
All I'm saying is from now on, I have no secrets. Anything that happens around here is someone else's doing, yeah?
Da. I appreciate this. I am fully aware of the risk that you took by telling me this information. As a hostile agent.
Avanad,
Go ahead.
oh, go ahead.
But I am glad that you didn't immediately shoot me on sight, as any other KGB agent would have done.
Yeah, and Avanad actually looks at you and is like, "Damn, I have to say it's impressive that you kept this under our noses for so long."
I'm almost ashamed that I didn't even have an inkling.
At that does give Anatoly a small smile. Then perhaps my handlers knew what they were doing when they chose me for this assignment.
True, I had suspicions about our little drunkard friend, but...
Oh, a little drunkard friend? I still don't trust him at one iota.
So
Drinking
he is not
cheap.
part of a similar assignment.
Not that I know of.
Nope.
I'm looking at. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like you've
Yeah.
never been mentioned to anyone like that. As far as you know, you're a solo.
No. Not as far as I know. He could be working for. I don't know. Maybe. They would have told me if there was other OSS here. That being said,
Perfect. Perhaps American FBI has gotten big britches.
FBI outside American borders.
That's why I say big britches.
Avanad kind of like bursts at this point. He's like, "As long as we are telling each other secrets, I have something I need to tell you."
If this is about your religious affiliations, we are well aware. Giving him this
His
wry little
face
smile.
just drops.
You are
like-
completely unsubtle, my friend.
Yeah, he just looks and he goes, "Then why haven't you? I thought that you would beat me to death or something." And like looks at Olzeg.
I have no problem with religion. It is the party that does, but the party does not tell me how I treat my own men in what is very obviously a hostile situation. No? I would
He kinda-
perhaps reprimand you, but it would be nothing more than metaphorical slap on wrist.
He breathes out kind of like a sigh of relief, and he's like, "Okay, that is a weight off my chest," like sort of thing.
After all of this, we are either going to have to get very good at keeping each other's secrets, or we're all going to have to go our separate ways for fear of death.
I am almost surprised that you think that I am one of those younger members of the party, so wrapped up in rhetoric that they cannot think for themselves.
Yeah,
Most of those children had never spent a month in the trenches.
Most of those children are not part of the KGB.
Fair.
Yeah, no, Avanad is like, "I've had bad experiences. Army was, ironically, only way they let me through."
Really?
Not surprising.
I have to say, Olzeg, did you fight with the Red Army back in 1921?
I kept myself removed from the politics. I had no real care. I was brought into the KGB because of my experiences in the war. With so many dying in the revolution and so many more dying in the recent purges, there are fewer and fewer still who have true combat experience. That was my value, no?
That may be true. May be true. I only ask because, you remind me of someone I used to.
Just somebody that I used to know.
Never meant did bring it up. Always figured you would have recognized me first. But if you are not a part of it, then you could never have been at Yara's level.
Besides, with my advanced age and my poor eyesight, I doubt I would recognize one enemy soldier that managed to survive our rout.
You act like you are so old, and yet you are barely 5 years older than I.
Yes, and when you are 5 years older, you too will be feeling like death warmed over.
I feel like death warmed over now. Is it get worse than this?
Very.
Shit.
He smiles at this little witty banter.
Yeah,
I was gonna
off and
say,
on.
is it-
Oh,
the
go ahead.
DM was just gonna keep dropping fucking hints about it until I was basically forced to say, yes, yes, it's me, thank you.
Fine, I'm the spy. Jesus.
Oh no, everybody has secrets here though.
Oh, I
So-
know. And that's where I was kind of hoping that by coming out and saying, you know, American spy here, that, you know, it would bring some of it out, but it didn't, so.
Oh man.
I mean, it was
It could have
definitely
at
worth
least
a
have been
shot.
like, you know, in Bioshock, how Atlas keeps making American references, like talking about football all the time, even though he's
Yeah,
supposed to be
yeah.
Scottish.
Well, but that's the thing. Anatoly was never an American. You know,
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
may
true.
have, you know.
And also
spent time-
Anatoly wanted to be hidden.
Yeah. So.
I
Yeah.
feel dumb. I'm me bad KGB agent.
That's amazing though that like you slid it past both of them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I would
Nice
have
fucking
never
job,
guessed
Gunner.
because it could be because anytime anything came up that could have been like, oh, there's a spy in our midst, gentlemen, I was just going to be like, oh, it's probably the spy we already know exists.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You got saved by virtue of there was a worse spy.
Well, of course. If it weren't for the fact that this town was bound and fucking determined to be like, hey, the Jurassic Park scene.
Yeah.
He's a spy. He's a spy. See, no one fucking cares except
Yeah,
in this case,
yeah.
there were people that cared.
Yeah, yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, we don't care because we have much bigger things to fry than political scheming.
Right, right.
Like not
Yeah.
getting turned into Optimus Prime.
Or like
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on in general.
Yeah. What is life?
Yeah, yeah.
That being said, after tonight, I believe we should probably secure some medical equipment. I wouldn't requisition them directly from the doctor, considering he deals and cures everyone else. But some medical equipment so that the next time two of us decide to have heart attacks in the same evening, we can maybe help with that.
Yeah, what was up with that anyway?
Why did it seem to almost transfer as if someone else was trying to give us heart attacks?
It's because I believe it was. That is, the old lady said as much. She asked me if, she asked me why he had switched. Or how did she put that?
Why did he let go? And what curious timing?
Why did he let go and what curious timing?
Do you
It's-
have any inklings as to either of those things?
Why
It's
did he
cut
let
out.
go? Well, obviously he decided you needed either punishment or were an easier target.
But
But-
for what? We were not necessarily doing anything to make us errant actors. We were acting, well, I like to think rather humanely for the situation, no?
Maybe
I
this
was scared
is...
shitless personally.
Duh!
No, yeah. For
Very-
about 15 seconds there, I was certain it was my time.
It was very stressful, indeed.
The scariest thing about this place, I think, though, is I don't know if there's an afterlife.
Or if we even exist anymore.
No, don't talk like that. Otherwise, should be nothing to do but sit around getting wasted every day, yeah?
Unless, as you say, we are being punished for something that even we do not know about.
Hmm.
We have
Maybe my punishment
perhaps we
was-
have gained this scorn of some hateful star that even we do not understand fully.
I wonder, what did we even do?
Who said we even had to do anything? It could just be a misfortune. Wrong place, wrong time. And now we have this angry child and his man typewriter making us part of their play. I, for one, was never much for these sorts of arts. The auteur types are rather bothersome people.
Is that why we're fucking here? Oh shit.
It seems
What
so that we are part of some sick man's art project.
What if we're here because of the secrets we keep, eh?
Then, by telling each other our secrets, are we perhaps removing our reason to be here? Perhaps Krykov should tell us that he is secretly part of Spanish revolutionaries.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You know,
No,
I
sir.
heard that Benito was doing some good work in Italy.
Doing such good work that a German could steal his entire political coup out from under him.
No, they make pretty airplanes, but the armor leaves something to be desired.
Italians.
Alright. So. Alright. I'm done sharing my stories for one day, eh?
Olzig
Oven-
nods. Seems
yeah,
like as
Oven-
good a time as any.
Yeah, Avanad says, I could tell you more stories about my family's traditions, but that would probably bore you. It bores me.
Perhaps more will be revealed tomorrow.
It seems as if that is destined to be so.
Krieg,
Why did you say it? Why did you have to say tomorrow? Now the cursed music's
Krykov?
back.
Krykov, and you see that now that Anatoly has kind of been done with the, the getting shit out. He's kind of put himself back together, taken his things back. If I am right, then the reasons we are all here are because we all have secrets. For your sake and mine, I hope something comes out. And he's looking straight at you.
He's looking straight at Gary.
I am looking straight at Gary. Gary?
In due time, friend. Tomorrow.
If we survive till tomorrow?
Gary was the spy all along.
And I think that at that, we are going to end it for the night. All right, so
was
let's get
fucked.
some sign-offs. Gary, would you like to start with your sign-off?
I would love to start with my son. Hello, friends. It is your local export, and you've caught me here playing. It's an interesting game of seventh dimensional chess where I lose, but if my opponents lose also, then I win, but I can't win. It's impossible for me to win because in order for that to happen, then my opponents also have to win. And it's just, I can't let that happen. So it's all going to end. All will be well. All will be well.
I thought you were about to say it's
And
all
Gary
going
into a
to.
fucking madman! Yes!
I thought you were about to say it's all going to end badly.
Good shit! I
My-
fully turned one of my players slightly insane.
I
my
was actually sitting here thinking, am I gonna have to fucking take care of Kryakov?
my
The 84 in rifle will definitely tell.
Yes, Gary?
I was already a madman.
You were.
It's all good fun, and
Mhm.
Yeah, say what you
I
want
know
about me playing every character ever in a campaign. At least they're not all the same family.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But hey, at least that's world building and storytelling.
Mhm.
True.
Honestly true.
Yeah, see,
It's the world's
But,
most fucked up family of gnomes.
damn straight. And I love that Cyrus is building off of it. On to that game. You can find me playing that on Sundays, where you catch me playing Grandma, Igor, Agatha, and Torzek. It's a hell of a game, and I make that pun because most of my characters are straight out of the abyss, so it's fun, you know. So it's. But hey, if you ever get stressed out with that game, you can always head over to Wings and Things, where you can, where you get to deal with the less stressful part of the family.
I.e., the one who's actually just a draconic hooker.
Damn straight, Dragon Lady runs that bitch, and she runs it good. Uh, you know, but yeah, no, it's all good. And then this is the only other game I'm playing, guys, because I only do 2 games because stress is a thing, and I have too much of it already. I can't run more than 2. Not, no, I'm good. But hey, that's fine because I get to be an absolute madman here. So
Yes. All
seventh
right.
dimensional chess is allowed, guys.
It is. It is true.
And encouraged.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, let's go next to Gunner.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cyrus Smith, and tonight you've seen me play a game of You Flash, You Lose. So, yeah, essentially it was just things were piling up. First, Anatoly finds these medals on the dead sheriff that are his medals for a conflict that he never served in, if I remember correctly.
Correct.
But they were American Commendation medals, which, bad.
Yeah.
Fortunately, those disappeared. Second, yeah, just come on, guys. If we work together, we all win. But for whatever reason, Kryakov doesn't want us to all win. So
Are y'all my opponents?
Because we're playing Town of Salem, and he's the fucking clown.
The
the
jester.
jester.
Yeah, he wants us to
No, he
lynch
can't
him.
be the jester because that's Sean.
No, he's just the Jester King.
True.
I guess you're my little. Oh, we can't say that word anymore, can we? They banned
Wait,
it on Twitch.
They
PogChamp's banned!
They
They
banned
banned
PogChamp.
No,
Because,
they banned
yeah.
it. No, they didn't ban it. They removed the emote. It's different. It's
But
completely
it's
different.
basically
Because the guy
No.
who
they're going to
PogChamp
put a
was,
new PogChamp face on it. I know, but it's not going to be
Yeah.
the same.
because the
I
original
mean, it's not gonna be-
PogChamper turns out is like an anti-vaxxer fucking weirdo.
He's a fucking lunatic. But no, what I wish they would do is and this really cool streamer recommended it. Um, but we don't do shoutouts because we're not famous. So it's just this really interesting streamer said that you should just do a whole catalog of streamers that are like making the PogChamp face.
Mhm.
And then anytime that emote is used, it's just a different streamer each time.
I love
That
it.
way it
That
actually
actually
feels
is kinda
that way it actually feels
nice.
like crowd effect.
That would
you know?
involve Twitch, actually coding.
Yeah, but like it would be cool because it would actually feel like a crowd effect when people spam PogChamp in chat.
I
Yeah,
like
but
that.
but that would require Twitch to code something and actually make it work. Sorry,
Hey.
I was thinking of Roll20 for whatever reason.
Oh
My
yeah, I was gonna
bad.
say, yeah, Roll20 can't tell their asses from their if-then statements.
Yeah.
Got him.
So
I mean, we're not
yeah,
wrong.
But yeah. That being said, you can also find me on. Well, let's see. Sundays, the next game I'll be running. Where, yeah, if you feel like it, stop in for Wings and Things. Where every desire is met with a devilish need.
Hey.
Degenerates.
Or, hey,
I never said I wasn't one either.
lawful stupid paladin, you have no, stop it.
She's not lawful stupid.
No, she's just lawful. She's
Lawful,
lawful
like-
vindictive. That's what she
Yeah,
is.
you really
Yeah,
do
she's
be.
an elf.
Yeah, elves are
Never
fucking...
trust an elf.
Never
trust
an
Exactly. Guys,
Let's see.
why do we still have Urvis? You can't trust an elf. It's illegal.
Oh, but if you would rather us, sorry, getting back on track, or if your Wings and Things isn't really your thing, why don't you try coming down with us to Deep Blue, where a party of 6 is going to be taking on around 20 ice golems. Enough said.
Don't remind me. I've already got PTSD from it. It hasn't even fully happened yet.
Oh, Mike, in Pathfinder they get healing from cooling effects, cold.
Yes,
effects.
I heard this last night.
Oh,
How
okay,
all
yeah.
of them have the cold breath weapon.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Or not
it's gonna
last
be
night, but
awesome.
Monday. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be so much
It's
fun.
stupid.
Oh god.
Well, and another thing, I think I can just make them not make a save. I think they can just take the hit.
Wow.
Which means that with a cone, we're going to be healing lots of golems for lots
Yeah.
of health.
Wow.
Yep.
That is a lot.
Mm-hmm. You can also find me on, let's see, Mondays, where Twinkle is finally getting a ship. God damn, yes. It doesn't have much in the way of gun. But the ship I'm using as the token doesn't actually have guns at all in the canon. The Tempest, baby, is coming to life. You can also find me on Tuesdays, kind of, for a while yet, playing Drifter, the little old lady who loves to run people over with her truck, but she hasn't had that opportunity yet. You can also find me on Wednesday. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with Wednesdays because we blew up our Arasaka Tower. So, who knows? But then that brings us back to today. And God, I am so happy to be back.
Yeah, me too. I've been missing this game. James, you're up. I'll be right back.
Ah! Hi ho, friendolas. My name is James, otherwise known as Night. How are you?
Wait, James, can you also do the social media shout out? I'm sorry. Thank you. I'll be right back.
No. You've also caught me here today playing Olzek Malganovich, the KGB spook who got spooked because another spook outspooked him. You can also find me here on Sundays, where, yes, I play basically the entire goddamn cast of Tales from the Cosmos because I have a problem and the DM feeds it. And it's only going to get worse, especially when we take our
What the
combat
fuck?
to the end of this campaign eventually sometime in the next 3 years, and we fight the Bob army of all Bobs, and I'll have an actual battalion.
The Bob the armada
The
of Bobs.
Bobinati.
No, it's an armada. It's an armada of Bobs.
The
A
Bob
Bobmada, if you will. Yeah,
But I like both of those. Bobinati
yeah.
and Bobmata.
Well, yeah,
The Bobmata is
Bobinati is
controlled
the
by the
secret society.
Bobinati, which is the ruling
Yeah,
council of Bobs.
yeah.
It's like the Council of Ricks.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I gotta go to bed, guys.
Yeah, there's that.
Sleep
You
is
can
for a
also
week.
find
Sleep is for a
me in Mondays where I play Cyril Silverchild. I might as well be called S because he's pretty much L, except hopefully he doesn't get murdered by a book, but you never know. Weirder things happen. And maybe Wednesdays if we keep going. I don't know if it ended. I don't know if we're going to keep going because apparently I left and they just decided to destroy the entire fucking Anvil place. I don't know. I'll have to see. Yeah, and Mike, our lovely DM, has told me to do this. If you're watching us live, 1, go to bed. 2, if you want to go to bed and hear this all over again so that you can laugh at how dumb we are at not picking up these clues, you can find us at YouTube at youtube.com/pair-o-dice theater. I believe it's pair_o_dice_ theater. Yes. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you're like, yeah, it's that. I'm looking at the fucking URL now and I'm yelling it at the TV. I can't hear you through it. Or I can, and I'm just not listening.
I choose to believe James can and is an indifferent god.
Yes. Fuck, I'd be a wacky god. Let's just be real. I'd be a fun
You'd be
one.
like fucking Nethys, dude.
You Shay Gorath.
The cheese to die for. Butterflies, fox. But you can also find us here live at Twitch at various times here at twitch.tv/Paradise Theater, all one word. And if you want to keep up to date with our Twitter, you want to learn some more stuff about us, you want to learn our schedule whenever we decide to do stuff like that, or you just want some memes of a certain temperature that I believe is hot.
Correct.
You can find us at Twitter at Pair Theater. That is at PAIRTHEATER. The American spelling, the only spelling. That's it for me.
All right. And that kicks it down to me. Hello, everybody. My name is Mike, also known as Win 5 Get 1 Free. And tonight, you caught me running Projekt Severovo. Back by unpopular demand, boys. We are here. We are weird. Deal with it. You can also catch me on Mondays, where I am playing 2 characters in the Starfinder game Fire Shrike, where I am Matthias Merch Dieschborg, who's a semi-NPC played by a PC but isn't a PC character, who's a little evil radish, and I'm playing Paralictor Burnward, who is just a big, mad, beefy man, who's actually mainly mad at the world and not anyone in particular, and usually pretty chill unless he's on his own. Then he's got his rage cage.
I could make him mad at Twinkle real easy.
Oh, you could, but he's getting paid to not kill you, so, you know.
You're getting paid.
I am! I've gotten paid 100 credits so far, and a beer.
Get paid?
Yeah, right?
No, as a matter of fact, it's going to be my job to pay you from now on. Damn it.
Yeah.
Well,
have fun
start
doing that.
actually making money then, because that's the problem in this campaign is we're not allowed to make money.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
like Sean's a communist or something.
Haha!
Communism detected.
Yes. But, yeah, you can also catch me on various Saturdays for various Justas Grab Bags and Black Box Theaters. I swear we're going to do one of these days, and I'm going to be a part of it. I might be joining in on the Bitter Ends. It just depends on what's going on. Yeah, you can catch me on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/thathoon, THATHOON, all caps, and that is me. And I think that wraps things up for tonight. So let's get an RIP. What should we RIP tonight, boys?
R.I.P. OSS? R.I.P. Secrets?
That works. All right, let's get an RIP secrets and get on out of here.
R.I.P. Secrets!